we're trying to get everything ready so that we can actually move into this. All right, we are back. As you guys can maybe tell, maybe not, it is dark outside. It is nighttime, guys. Cece and I are spending the night here at the new ranch. We are trying to get as much as we can accomplished so that we can get moved into this house. But what we are doing right now is, yes, that is some paint. We are getting a whole bunch of painting done tonight, right, Cece? She's just a silly girl. Oh. So we are getting a whole bunch of painting done here. I'm gonna finish up Isla's room here, and then we are actually gonna hop into the hallway here, which we did a portion of the hallway. I don't know if you can quite tell, but we started doing the hallway last night. The laundry room is pretty much done. So my goal is to get Isla's room, the hallway, the touch-ups in the laundry room done, and then I'm gonna hop into Daniel's room here, and I'm gonna do all the cutting in, getting it all ready to go. B did a whole bunch of cutting in the kitchen, dining room, well, no, we don't have a dining room, so like kitchen, eating room area. And then the whole living room area, she cut in around all the outlets and around the trim and everything. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna try and roll as much as we can tonight. Our backsplash material right there will be coming in next week. So that means we'll be able to get all of the backsplashes done, as well as we already got a whole bunch of our drawer pulls for the cabinet hardware. And then we will be getting those things right there. Those will be coming in next week, which means that B can start organizing this entire laundry room. We will be getting the dryer and the washing machine hooked up real soon here. I've got my friend who is a plumber. He's gonna be coming out here on Saturday. We're gonna be getting the hot water here all hooked up. We're gonna be getting all the sinks hooked up, all the vanities hooked up. We are going to be getting a ton done in the next 3 days. But we're also trying to get some animals here this weekend too. We're gonna try and get our pigs here this weekend. Dave is gonna be here, and then we're gonna bring Julian, King Julian.
I like to move it, I like to move it.
The goat who lives with Dave. Julian's gonna be coming over here. I might spend a few nights here just hanging out at the land overnight just to make sure that there's no issues with predators and stuff. Today, actually, we did bring all of the material for the flooring and for the beams and all that stuff. We brought that into the kiln today, which is super exciting. They say possibly 1 week. They're thinking more like 2 weeks to get it down to the 8%, which is what they typically want to get it down to for the wood flooring. So it might be 2 weeks, which gives me a little bit of extra time to get everything painted, get all the sinks hooked up, get all the toilets hooked up, get the last bit of tiling done. Actually, here, I just want to show you guys. You guys can see right here, this is the shower in the kids' room. I just have a little bit left here, and that shower is done. And then I guess I might as well just show you what's going on in the master bathroom as well. We're pretty close on the floor here. As you guys can see, we have the majority of the floor. We have a few little spots here that need to wrap up. There's a little spot there. And then it's just the last little bit going into where the toilet is. And as you guys can see, our wonderful bidet, AKA butt sprayer. This we're actually not gonna worry about quite yet. As I have time, we're gonna worry about it, but we just need to get the other bathtub working so we can get moved in here and not have to worry about things. We did a bunch of painting in here today. This is all painted. Final color, which is a Benjamin Moore color white Duff. I might be wrong, I might be right, but it's a really, really nice color. The island is all done. All of the countertops are done. We did this at our last house too. We really like using the butcher blocks, and it doesn't take a whole lot. You just gotta let the food grade mineral oil right here soak down into the actual butcher block there. So that's something we'll probably work on this next week. Anyway, so I'm gonna actually shut my mouth for about 3 or 4 hours, and you guys can just watch me paint and have some fun. can see, we are back here in our master bathroom. And there's Cece, right there. Hi, everybody. All right, you can see we started grouting here. We're not fully done with the tile in here yet. We still have to finish up. Oh, I did finish that. This, I think that's the last part we have to do. Just that little patch right there. Forgot that I finished the whole thing here. Well, that's what happens when you work long, late nights. Sometimes you just forget about what you do and what you don't do. But we need to get this section right here grouted because we need to get this vanity put in later today because my buddy is coming, who's a plumber. He's gonna help me get everything hooked up in here as well as in the kids' bathroom and the kitchen and the laundry room. So we're gonna get all those set up tomorrow. Again, that's all the grout I even have right now, so that's all the grout I can do. But I have a bit of trim work out here to finish up, get ready for paint for that stuff. We did get our, right here, our shelf brackets came in. And so all we're using is black pipe right here for our shelves. And so we've got these little cups that go on the wall, then these just screw in, and then they have end caps on them. So we're gonna have 4 shelves here, and that will just be butcher block. That's gonna be for storage of a lot of our extra things, just things that we don't wanna have in direct sunlight out in the main kitchen. I'm gonna finish up this last bit of tile today, because I do have things set to do that. Oh, there's so much to do, guys. Yeah, you guys can see though, we're getting everything painted. I just got a notification on my phone from Home Depot that part of our order is in. The backsplash or the range hood is already in, which means if the range hood is in, I'll go pick that thing up probably Sunday and I'll get that thing hooked up and get it going, which is gonna be super exciting too. We did get a fridge. The fridge that B really likes is on back order for about 6 months. This one was $300 at a local place here and it works, it's white. And it's perfect because then we can put it out in the garage when the real refrigerator comes. So it is a little bit smaller than the refrigerator that will be going in here. But for now, it's gonna work, it's gonna do the trick and keep our stuff cold for now. That being said, guys, I'm gonna get back to getting some more tile work done in the kids' bathroom. Daniel, who are you watching?
Bluey.
Yeah. All right, guys, welcome back to the ranch. We are in the kitchen, as you guys can see. It is looking
Getting close. We're almost
pretty
there.
fantabulous. But what are you doing right now?
We're putting up the backsplash, which is going to be a whitewash distressed brick thing. Sammy started already.
Right here. Yeah, so we have these 1/2 inch thick little brick slabadoo things.
Yeah.
And we used them on our last house and they turned out fabulous. Essentially, we put them on there, fill them with just white thin set, and then take a sponge and whitewash them, and it turns out super awesome. We are not thin setting this to the wall though. We are actually using an adhesive right there because the drywall will suck so much moisture out of the thin set that will actually cause these types of tiles to crack. And so we're not actually going to use thin set like a normal thin set, and that's why we're doing it this way. Plus, it's a lot easier. So we're gonna get going on this right here. We're gonna get as much as we can done tonight, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to finish this all up, let it set for a couple days. Then we can get it all grouted, whitewashed, and the kitchen will be ready to go. Oh, another surprise. What happened today? What else?
Oh, we got hot water in here. Insert steam line.
We used the Navian 240A. Again, we've already told you guys what we used, but it's super awesome. We have the recirc pump all set up, which means we have hot water all the time and we can do all sorts of fun activities. Anyway, let's get back to this thing. Get it done, have some fun, and
do it.
just do it.
Just do it!
It has been a long couple nights here at the ranch. We're trying to get everything ready so that we can actually move into this. We're gonna work on a few fun things tonight. One of these things is, well, the backsplash. So we did this backsplash, part of the backsplash last night. We're gonna get ready to start grouting it and doing the German schmear on that. Any of you guys that don't know what a German schmear is, it's essentially like a whitewashed finish. We'll be doing that for that area by the coffee bar, but as well as all of the rest of this brick. It's gonna look good. We do have all of these working. I don't know if I showed it last night or not, but whoa, we got water. And these things all work. It's in major go time, guys. We moved Dave and Julian here last night. They're still doing really great. We have a few of the roosters that are just cruising, hanging out. Everybody survived the night. No one got attacked and killed, which is a double thumbs up. Double thumbs up. But yeah, we're gonna get everything going as much as we can. And hopefully in a couple days, we'll have the flooring here. Holy moly, does this look fantastic. All right, everybody, as you guys can see, we have gotten even more done in the last couple days. Check out the backsplash bee. Finished it all by herself. She did an amazing job. We have carpet in Isla's room, AKA Grandma's room. Same thing with Daniel's room, and oh my goodness, guys, we got carpet. We decided to go with carpet in Daniel's room as well, mainly because we want to start getting stuff in here. Other than that, like we're pretty much here, guys. Once we get the wood for the floors, that's gonna go up there as well. And then the beam wraps out here in the living room right there, those are gonna get done with the same wood as the floor. So we'll probably get going on those pretty quickly. That doesn't really need to acclimate as much as the floor does. Also, all this is good. Carpet's in there. Now we just need to start building the closets. We got a lot of more stuff that's gonna be happening in the next couple days. And hopefully now you guys will be able to start seeing a little bit more of our farm content than just strictly the build. I'm excited for you guys to see that because the build is fun. It is what I do every day, but it's not what we do every day. The funnest part is gonna be all this, the gardening, the animals, the lifestyle that we live and that we choose to live and we love. That's what we wanna be able to share with you guys. And so getting this house done and being able to share this part of it with you is super cool. But just remember, there's gonna be a lot more cool stuff to come in the very near future. As you guys know, we have the wood flooring that will be coming. It was supposed to be here today. And it's not, because I have to pick it up either tomorrow or the day after. They're emptying out the kiln tomorrow, which means it will actually be 100% dry and ready to go. The next big step that we have to do is our underlayment. So for this underlayment with this floor, we're gonna be using a 15-pound felt paper or tar paper, whatever you wanna call it. We're gonna get it all stapled down in the main living room area because we're gonna be running the flooring this way because we're gonna try and hit the joist with the joints on the floor. We're gonna get first bunch of sheets laid out. We're gonna snap some lines, make sure everything's perfectly squared up so that when we're ready to start laying our first couple pieces, we don't gotta waste time with this. We just come in here and bam, slam it down.
Hi. I'm rolling.
Got crazy kids here helping on the job site. Pretty exciting. This is gonna be literally like the next biggest step that's gonna be happening here. And this house is really gonna start to look like a house. As you can see, we're putting floor down. I know it's a very different way of doing floor, and we're all face nailing everything here. We're leaving all the gaps, all the knots, all the cracks, everything is staying. Anything that's a big gap, we're gonna fill it with epoxy, just a clear epoxy. And then we are gonna come in and sand everything down to a nice, smooth, perfect finish. And then we will polyurethane this entire thing, probably 3 or 4 coats is my guess, because it's probably gonna suck up a lot because this is a softer wood, it's not a true hardwood. So this is starting to look really awesome, guys. It's gonna take a bit of work, but now that we're starting to get into a groove, what do you think, Alex?
It's going well.
What do you think of the look so far?
Oh, I dig it. I think it's gonna look really neat.
All right, everybody, it is another day here at the ranch, and as you guys can see, well, the floors are pretty much done, and we are sanding. We are not doing this floor perfect. It's not gonna be perfectly smooth. It's not gonna be glass. That's the whole point of what we wanted to do here. We got some of these knots all epoxied in. We don't have a lot of them, maybe like half a dozen knots or so that we epoxied in to just give a little bit more depth of character and feel to the floor. A lot of these boards were uneven in their thickness. We tried getting them 1 inch, some varied down to about 3/4 of an inch, some were up to 1 1/4 inches. We're doing quite a bit of sanding here. We rented all this stuff. These are all rental tools from Home Depot, so this is a really nice sander. The new sanders, they don't put up any dust barely. Really, really good, high quality tools. My whole goal today is we're gonna get everything sanded today. There shouldn't be a lot of expansion and contraction with this floor. There always will be because that's what wood does, but that's why we weren't really stressing about all the gaps and everything. We wanted to make sure that there was room for the floor to move and shift and do what wood does. We're kicking butt, guys, here. This looks so good. I'm using the big floor sander to get most of the big ridges down, and I started using the edge sander for the edges, and I was like, man, I really like the rotation of the spinning edge sander. It just creates a little bit different look to the floor. So what we're gonna do actually is we're gonna go over the whole floor once with 36 grit, guys. We're using 36 grit right now, and then we'll go over with 36 grit on the edge sander. And then I bought some, I believe 80 grit. And so we'll go over, do a final with the 80 grit, and then we can vacuum, start polishing. Super exciting. All right, everybody, I'm gonna lay on my floor because I'm tired. But look at this, it's ready to get polyed. What day is it, everybody? Moving day! It's super exciting, everybody. As you guys can tell, the house is not fully finished yet. There are a few things, but it is livable enough for us to live in here. And that will save me so much time not having to run back and forth between our current house and, well, our current house. It's so exciting. As you guys can see though, the rest of this kitchen is beautiful. I gotta finish up a few trims here and there. I have to finish a tiny bit of floor here, which just happens to be under the stove that weighs a zillion pounds, and B can't help me lift it. Why? You can see in here in our master room, carpet's in, got the seam done. Daniel's hanging out watching YouTube.
I'm hearing my London cooking.
But anyway, so we are in the process of moving today. We have all of our stuff is in bags because we didn't feel like packing boxes and paying for boxes and that kind of stuff. We are gonna get everything moved in. We'll have the couches here, we'll have our beds here, our dressers. Tonight we're going to get chickens after dark.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow we will bring the rest of the animals. So I will be going back to the other house to sleep there tonight just to keep an eye on all the animals and stuff. I mean, I would love to just sleep here for the first night myself, like in our bed, but.
Yeah. That's all right, tomorrow.
So with that, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, notification bell, all these things, because we need your help in order to keep making fun videos for you guys. So.
Yeah.
Right, Isla?
Yeah, Dad, you guys need to subscribe.